Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know who we have here. Supreme Darkness, guys. We're gonna talk about all these cards making major moves today. Extreme moves, some to the upside, most crashing down. So we're gonna definitely take a look at these. These cards are hot off the press. So let's go ahead and deep dive into these broken Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We have Mitsubuti Ritual here, guys. Hey, we're always joking around. We're always trying to have a good time, guys. So, like I always like to take it with a grain of salt. We can't be too serious. Jay, please say it right. It's Mitsurugi. I can't even say it. You see? Let's try. Mitsurugi Ritual. There we go, Jay. From Supreme Darkness. This ultra rare, guys, has been V-shaped recovery now. We had sales as low as 14 bones. So it even went into the teens very briefly. But the card has been V-shaped recovery, as we can see, the 35 bones, guys, 17 listings only, 2 pages. So again, the questions arise once the set comes out. Jay, these used to be cheaper. Patience wins this game. I was waiting it to crash down, just like you say. Of course. And when I say patience, I mean patience. That doesn't mean that a card can't V-shape recover and then eventually dump down in the next couple of days, a week or 2 to 3. You need to understand, and the gist of today's Market Watch, when you see these rebounds, you need to understand these cards, there's a lot of demand right now. Most people are coming in now at the beginning, day 1, day 2, day 3, a couple of days in, week 1. They come in, you see that demand, that surge come in, usually in price, for cards like these, because people want to play the new deck. People want access to the card. But again, usually after that initial rush for these cards, then, you start to see curvature, you start to see cards come back down in price, and get, those retracements back down to the mean, per se, the halfway down move. So again, right now it's still early. You have hundreds of copies being sold every 48 hours, guys, since release. So again, a lot of demand coming in, a lot of demand for this deck. A lot of people have high expectations. There's a big community of people that love, rituals, guys. So again, the fact that now they get to play ritual monsters, it's hyped right now as an ultra rare. So we'll see. We'll continue to manage this price, but right now it says 28s. Again, we're V-shaped recovering, back up here. Essentially, chart hasn't updated because it's been too fast. And you still have, plenty of walls here. But again, that initial hype, that initial demand is coming in, so let's say I would want this card. I'd wait in the sense just to see what happens. Yes, Jay, we already missed the lows and it might go to 40 to 50s. Anything is possible. But again, you need to understand initial rush phase. When these core sets come out, everyone needs these cards. Hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of Yu-Gi-Oh player. They're like, yo, I want to play Mitsubuti, man. I need the cards right now. I don't care about price. I'm going to build my deck right now. I can't wait to have that fresh off the press, cardboard, in my hands, and they come in. But after the rush, once things settle down, that's when we come back and we make the final moves, per se. But again, if you need to play the card, I understand. The card was what? Like in the low 20s last time we talked about it, I think. Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. But let's get to the other ones. Let's see what else is popping off. From Supreme Darkness. So we have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. Again, this card was 25, 26 last time we talked about it, and you're starting to see the curvature. The V-shaped recovery starting to pop off. You come here and you see it at 33 bones. So again, when we talked about this card a couple of days ago, we said, guys, we understand the card could go back down into the 20s, even into the teens, or it can go back up into the 30s and mid 30s, and it's choosing the route of the mid 30s mark. Why? Because again, a lot of hype around Blue Eyes, Primites, the engine. People, once people get the structure deck, they want to have their cards ready and things of that nature. So we said that this one is an exception in the sense that a lot of demand is going to be coming in for this card, especially in the next couple of weeks because of Blue Eyes. So again, this is one, that is continuing to V-shape recover. And it's, you have a couple one-ofs here and the walls are at 34s. And then after that wall of China right there goes to 40 bones a pop and beyond. 1 page only, so 9 listings only. So again, we understand what's going on. A lot of hype, a lot of demand. We'll see how things continue to pan out in the next couple of days. I'll try and squeeze in another Supreme Darkness video. Probably maybe on Thursday. We'll see. Again, just to give it a couple of days so we can continue to monitor these cards, because there's a lot going on. A lot of people need these cards. They want to know what happens. Again, V-shaped recovery. You know, the card was 26s, and it seems that it's, you know, as you can see, going up in price. So again, we should continue to monitor this card. Again, if you picked them up at 25, 26s, we said it. That's not bad. You know, and right now you're looking good. So again, we'll see what continues to happen with this card. A lot of demand. Right now, people are willing to pay $100 for a playset of this card. And again, this ultra rare, when people need playsets of an ultra rare and it has meta impact, you see things like these going on. So again, I would not be surprised to see it at 40 bones in the short term. You know, so we'll continue to monitor this one. But again, usually you have the FOMOers up here, the Billy Bobs. You have that initial retracement into day one prices, and then you have that rebound spike, that initial rush demand, and then usually it'll be decision time. It either continues going up, making new all-time highs, or it'll revert back down to the mean, maybe even double bottom. That's when, you know, you want to come in after we have all that information. But a lot of blue eyes hype, man. A lot of blue eyes hype right now in the markets. So we'll continue to monitor this one, guys. And if you're purchasing any of these brand new, fresh off the press Supreme Darkness cards, guys, a link in the description down below. The first link, we have a watch list for you. No additional cost, no charge, none of that stuff. Just you come in here, you know, you track these cards that we're going to be talking about today. And if you want to purchase any of these or all of these, you can check out on TCG Player right here, a tool and a resource at your convenience. Don't miss out, man. Just first link in the description down below. Track all these cards. Then we have Mochar Meows from Supreme Darkness. Guys, this one, same deal. Card was 70s, went all the way down, it says 54s, but we even had low sale prices in the 40s. And now, 58s, pushing 60s. Again, same deal. You know, a lot of noise. Oh, this is the worst Mochar. It's going to go down in price. It's not just that. It's not just playability and fundamentally per se. It's technical as well. Again, in the sense of the chart. Look, it says 54s. This is, you know, it's receiving a little bit of a bump up, and we had even deals at lower prices. But again, most of these cards initially, it always happens for most core sets. Pre-sales are high. They crash into day one, people taking profits. And then a couple of days later, you get that initial demand. You know, people that waited, they're analyzing prices. They're like, you know what? I'm going to come in. I'm going to come in. I need the cards now. I'm going to YCS Orlando, Jay. I don't got time. I don't got patience. You know, the meta demand pushes cards prices up, but then you wait, because once those players, everyone has the cards they need, you know, and people start getting extras and people start opening Supreme Darkness boxes, and I already have a playset of Meows and I have a fourth, you know what, let me profit and move that money into something else. Then you start to see the sell pressure come in. So again, we'll continue to monitor this one. Look, initially you're going to see the hype, man. You know, you're going to see hundreds and hundreds of copies being sold, but then you're going to also see most likely volume to start dwindling. As most people start receiving their cards and getting their cards in, they already have it already. So, you know, but then you still have people cracking packs, cracking cases open. You know what I mean? So again, we'll see it. We'll continue to monitor this one. Again, does this card have $75 to triple digit potential in it? Sure. But before then, I think, you know, this card, again, could it be 60, 65s in the short term? Sure. Short to mid-term. You know, but then you start to see the curvature, maybe back down, sub 50 billies, you know, as that supply comes in. Now it looks crazy. Again, what, Jay, $40 again? No, it looks crazy right now because it's going up. It's V-shaped recovering. The demand is coming in. But again, I'm talking about week 2, week 3, a month into the format. You know, you start... again, everyone already has this card that, you know what I mean? So by then, and again, some people are like, Jay, I'm not going to wait a month. I need to use the card now. I'm going to locals every week, and I'm going to, you know, YCS Orlando, and after that I'm going to Vegas, and after that I'm going to Houston. I understand. But again, if you have time, if you have patience, you know, maybe you're not playing too much, you could wait. You know, of course, if you're going to events, then you do what you must. You get exposure to the card because you're already going. Look, like me, if I would be playing in Orlando, I'd be getting this card right now, but then I'd be selling it right after the event. I ain't holding no Meows, man. I ain't holding no cats. I ain't doing that, man. Again, you never know. You imagine, you imagine you get Meows and Stampede. Yo, that'd be crazy. No one's thinking about that. And honestly, me, I don't think it's going to happen. It's too soon. It's too quick. I think it's unprecedented. I don't think if ever, you know, they've done that before. It's like we have a core set and in 2 months we're reprinting the secrets. I don't think so, but we'll see. You imagine. You imagine they're like, you know what? We're gonna release all the Mo Charmies in Stampede that have been released up until now. You imagine? Yo, that's something people ain't thinking about. I doubt it happens, but you just never know. We have About a Q, the Lightless Shadow. Again, this is one that continues to actually dump down. It was 60s. Last time we talked about it, it was, in the high 30s. And now it says 31s, and here we are, guys. So again, this one continues to crash down in price. And with some sales, it says low price of 22s. But yeah, I mean, if you scroll down, you see flat 30s. And if you keep scrolling down, you're going to find a 20. You're going to find a 20. I found it last night just scrolling through. Let's see. Of course, there's not too many of these. But again, you see a couple here in the 20s, some deals. And we said it. We told you guys that this card, most likely, it was possible to even hit the high 20s. And it already did. But again, in the big picture, if you need a one-of, if you need this card, sure. Could it go back, down into the 20s, 25s? Sure. It's a possibility. But if you need your one-of at around 30 bones, not bad to get exposure. If you're playing, you're getting value out of it. That's fine. I mean, but again, I like to give core set releases 2 to 3 weeks, at least 2 weeks. But for the most part, 3 weeks just to let things simmer down. Again, initially, first couple of days, the first week post-release, a lot of hype, a lot of demand. People needing the cards. They're going to events. They're doing this. They're doing that. This, that, and the third. But hey, patience wins this game for the most part. This one continues in falling knife mode, even though hundreds of copies are being sold. So again, with Supreme Darkness, we need to continue to monitor these cards. Look, a lot of walls coming in, man. A lot of people wanting to take profits. Usually, at first, the walls, they give in. They get gobbled up. But then, as the walls keep coming in, more cases are being cracked open. The supply becomes too much. The demand dies down. The volume usually goes down. So definitely keep those pointers in mind. Then we have LZ as a mean of the White Force. Again, this one, same deal. Was 50 bones. It says 28s, and here we are. 48 listings. We're in the high 20s officially. So again, 25 is a possibility for this card. Sure. Maybe even a $20 card. But again, as long as you're buying in the 20s, I think you're relatively safe in the sense of, getting your value out of the cardboard, especially if you're playing, you're going to events, things of that nature. That's fine for this secret rare. So again, we're in the 20s. Again, 25s in the short term, maybe even 20 bones into the high teens in the midterm. That's a possibility towards the low side. And then towards the high side, we keep 40 in mind, but I believe it's too early. I believe it's too early for that. I expect the card to continue, retracing. I'm not even retracing. It's in falling knife mode to find a floor around the low to mid 20s. So we'll continue to monitor this. And guys, we're out here. No one knows what's going to happen with any of these prices. We're here to take educated guesses based on the data, the evidence, supply, demand, probabilities, fundamental economics, the charts. All right. But what I like to give you guys is at least an idea based on the current information of what the card could do. You know what I mean? Maybe keeping downside targets, or upside targets, essentially, just so you guys stay informed, which with such a broken card. And again, you need to keep in mind, this is getting more support in Alliance Insight. That's the key. Fundamentally, these cards are great pickups as they continue to fall in price, and then eventually find a floor and reach that consolidation phase. So I like White Forest cards from Supreme Darkness. I like them because they're a core set print. Most likely won't get reprinted anytime soon. And once Alliance Insight comes out, people are going to want these White Forest cards. So I like these for the mid to long term. Then we have Tenyi Spirit. Saruya. Again, this one, look, card was 23s, came down to 1240s, and you're starting to see a little bit of a V-shape mini spike right there. Why? Because look, 29 listings, 14 bones. And I believe this card has the potential to even V-shape recover to 15s. But then the real question is, what happens after that? What happens after that? Does it go down to a single-digit card? Sure, people could be like, oh, now, Sword Soul was the meta at one point. Don't forget. And now they get the new Tenyi support. And now it breaks Sword Souls back into the meta. And, guys, it's all about matchups. What do you think Ryzeo does to Sword Soul? Malice. You know what I mean? The top broken decks. What do you think it happened? Hey, it did get the new support, and the card is broken. Worm Tuner, we read the effect last time we talked about this card. Broken card. But again, yes, does it help Sword Soul? Of course. Tenyi Sword Soul, broken. We get it. But at the same time, I believe is initial demand. Those sword soul players out there, oh my God, I need the new Tenyis, man. Already have my deck built. I'm just missing triple Saruyas and, you know, the Synchro Monster, and then I'm set. And then that demand comes in initially. They just want the cards. But after that demand from the, you know, sword soul players, who else is going to be left to buy this card? You know what I mean? So 15s in the short term is definitely a possibility. But then I expect this to go down into the single digits. Probably become a $4 to $5 card. Who knows? You know, who knows? Maybe I might be wrong. But that's, when I tell you these things, that's what I'm seeing personally. You know, I look at a card like this, 5 bones, $6, $7. That looks more like it, not 14, 15s. But again, initially, sure. There's a lot of people. Jay, I've been waiting for this. You know, 10-year support. Oh my God, my Sword Soul deck. You know, I need to dust it off because I haven't played it in months, and now I get to play Sword Soul again. You know, so again, once they come in, it's a wrap. I expect this one to eventually retrace back down. Continue going down in price. But for the meantime, might hit 15s just off hype alone. Then we have some Evil Hero cards. Again, Evil Hero Dead in Prison. Again, look at that. Card was what? 40 bones, 44 bones. Went down to 11, 12s. Some people even got this in the single digits, and now 20 listings, pushing back up to 15. Again, you get that initial mini V-ship recoveries. People want the card. Hero players are like, Jay, I get it, patience and all that. Give me 3. Let me get Evil Hero Dead in Prison now. And they come in, and again, the card was around 9, 10 bones, up 5 billies, and here we are. You still have walls here. Again, yeah, sure, could it bump up to 20? Anything is possible. 20 listings only, but again, look at that. Massive volume candle, 700 copies sold in a 48-hour time frame. Wow. Excuse me, guys. Hero players, they don't play. That's crazy. They don't play. And then volume is dwindling down after that initial hype. Hero players, they get the card. It's getting hard to get. You know, then for most of these cards, we expect those retracements back down to the mean, and in most cases double bottom. You know, if this card had a bottom of $9, $10, then, you know, it goes up to 15, at least double bottoms back down to 9 or 10s, and then spikes up. But we'll continue to monitor these charts down the line. But again, Evil Hero Toxic Bubble, same deal. The card was 288s as low as $1.74, and now it's pushing back up to 5s. Again, 34 listings. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. Why? Because you have so many Yu-Gi-Oh players wanting these cards. You know, it's and I get it. Let's say it's like me. Like for example, I love True Dracos, right? So let's say Banlist comes, Masterpiece back to 1, Diagram to 3. And then all of a sudden we have new True Draco support announced for whatever core set after Nats. Let's say. I get it. I'm gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? In the sense, it's not, day one, I need the card. Maybe not, but I understand that like, I want the new cards. I love True Dracos. You know, I love the deck. And if it would get new support, you know, your brain, it'd be like, yo, bleak price. You know what I mean? Just get the damn card, put it next to Masterpiece, and go poop on some kids. But again, I get it where it's coming from. But at the same time, we can't forget the fundamentals. We can't forget, you know, that patience wins this game. For the most part, you're going to have exceptions. And right now, the core set as a whole is rebounding from the lows, but you expect that initial rush to cause that. But come back week 2, come back week 3, a month from now. What do you think is going to happen to these cards? And again, the key is a lot of people don't have a rush. A lot of people don't have a rush in the sense of, you know, there's a lot of people that don't even play much. People that live in places, they don't even go to locals, or if they go, they don't go much. So then if you're one of those people and you want the card, there's no rush. Yeah, you're going to see it go up and down here and there, especially the first couple of days. But, you know, we wait for consolidation. We'll see what happens. With this one, just as Evil Hero Neos Lord card was what? It says 4 bones, as low as 275s recently. And same deal, around 450s, 59 listings. Again, I expect this one to continue going down at around, 250. So we'll see as volume dwindles, and goes down. Look, card came up, volume spiked recently, just recently, for this one. And for many of these cards from Supreme Darkness, that everyone wants. Again, Evil Hero, I understand. New support, people going crazy, Dusted Golds spiking up like wild. But again, that's just initially. Always happens. Then a month from now, 2 months from now, 3, no one remembers these ultras. No one remembers most of these cards. And the only people that own the card are hero players. And usually that's about it. Then we have Amy. No. Murakumo. No. Mitsubuti here. As we can see, say no twice. Hey, I always have fun with them names. I get it. There's some people, Jay, can you please say the name right? Yeah, it's fun and games, man. You say it right. You know what I mean? The whole point is that the double no card right here used to be 20 bones, went down to 6s. It says here, but at low as, I think this card was like 3 4s when we talked about 2 3 4 bones just a couple of days ago. 46 listings. So again, a lot of hype around Mitsurugi right here. A lot of hype. As we can see, the card is rebounding up to 9s and maybe even 10 bones and beyond. Might be a double digi card. So again, a lot of initial hype for these cards. Is going to be very, very interesting. YCS Orlando this week, because one thing is a regional and 2 3 regionals, 4 5 regionals go on a weekend. That's fine. But when you have usually over 1,000 players competing in one single Yu-Gi-Oh event, that's impactful. People are going to have a week to prepare to get the cards that they need to play test. And once you have massive events like that, you know, it's going to be so interesting. I can't wait to cover YCS Orlando. It's going to be epic, you know, to be at the event and cover it. In the sense of, you know, being there and stuff. But I mean to cover the event competitively. Just from the outside looking in. Analyze the top decks. See what decks cracked into the top 32. You know, and just start analyzing that. I'm excited for that video because it feels like it's been a while since since Anaheim. That was like, December? Yeah, early December. And this feels like 2 months since the last YCS coverage. So it's nice to get back on track because I love covering YCSs, like on the channel, like just the markets, what it does, how it reacts to certain tops and things of that nature. So stay tuned for that coming soon. I'm excited for that. But Mitsurugi? Yeah, Mitsurugi, man. Wow, the deck, hey, the deck core is hype right now. You know, but I'm excited to see what it does, you know, come competitive time, come weekend. You know, hey, if you see this, you know, top cut heavily represented by this deck, then, you know, things are going to get interesting. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what else. They have super rares here. Yeah, the deck just came out. Now, the thing is with a deck like this and a deck core, the key will be if it gets future support in Alliance Insight, which it might, So if it does, then these cards, I'm telling you, man, if they retrace back down sub 5 billies for this one and for the spell, you know, it goes back down into the 20s, maybe even into the teens, maybe after everyone that needs it has it, they might be great pickup, especially if they get new support announced in Alliance Insight. Then we have Argo Stars. Again, Glorious Adra, V-shape recovering. Literally V-shape recovering. Was 9 bones, went to 3s, and now V-shape recovering, it says 730s. And here we are, around 765, 24 listings, 3 pages only. So again, look, let me just use this chart. Let me see the one month. Okay, this is a perfect chart. This is what I want you guys to get when you guys ask questions. You know, Jay, so what's going on with Supreme Darkness? What should I be doing? Most of the cards now, today, they're doing the same pattern, essentially. Look, you have volume spikes right here, all-time high in volume, a lot of demand right here at this level. We understand. People coming in, they're rushing in, they need it. You had a low, you had a falling knife mode from $9, you know, to around double digits, 10, 11, 12 bucks, down all the way to 3s, you know, and then you found a low, and then you V-shape recover. So now a lot of people feel they missed out. But that's fine in a way. You know why? You didn't buy the top, you didn't buy the low. So now it's V-shape recovering. Let's say it keeps going. So what do you wait? You wait, you know, again, for the retracement back down to the mean. And some people might say, Jay, but why don't I just buy now if eventually I'm going to buy around a similar price? Because you don't know yet. You don't know. It's better to buy either at a similar price or maybe even more expensive, but having the information, like data. Then when you make is an educated purchase. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe you're paying a little bit more, but at least you know most likely it's not going to dump down anymore. Because some people might buy it now. Let's say, might buy it now. You know what the card might do? This. And then what it might do, it might double bottom, you know, right here, and then rebound. Or it might create a new all-time low. So we don't know. We do not know. So again, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. This analysis right here, that's the key. You have so many outcomes, so many potential outcomes. But again, you wait. That's why I love patience. Because one thing we are going to get is more data, more chart information as the days go by, and then you make your educated decision, you know, as the days go by, and then especially if you start to see consolidation. Because again, if you take the same chart and you analyze it, and you come in and you, oh man, right there, and again, instead of doing what we said it could do, it does this. It consolidates here, just goes sideways. Then this is a sign as well. This is a sign. If you don't get the dump to the double bottom, if you don't continue getting the V-shaped pump, you might get this, the consolidation. This is also a signal. That means we're consolidating here. And again, sure, could it go back down? Anything is possible, but the consolidation usually means that we expect further upside. So again, that's why I love to use the charts to my advantage and to make educated purchases. Sure, did the charts work 100% of the time? No, that's not the point. But they give you the best shot. They give you the best probabilities, you know, to save money by coming in early compared to future prices, or to identify potential great solid investments. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here to the Discord. One click gets you in. Check out our link tree. Look at that. 52 people only. Just 4 days. 4 days for this giveaway over here on Discord. Look at that. In just 4 days, we're going to select 3 winners, man. Where's the cards? Look at that. Look at that. 3 winners, man. Shout out to Andrew right here. Look at that. Look at that, man. You can't make this stuff up. Look at these beautiful blue eyes, man. These beautiful blue eyes might actually be worth a lot of money in the future. You don't want to miss out. All you have to do is come to the Discord and click right there, right there. You click right here and you participate. We need to see this at triple digits. No way. No way, no how. Look at that. Give me them triple digits, man. At least 100 people should be participating in a free giveaway. That's crazy. Look, people before won tins, man. Giving away tins, giving away what else? More tins and more tins. We're all play mats. We're always giving away on the channel. And this is the Discord giveaway. So again, what? Come on now, man. It's a free giveaway. All you have to do, link in the description down below. Check out our link tree. One click right there gets you in. You come in. You make sure to read the server rules. You come to the giveaway section right there. One click and you're participating. You can't get any easier than that, man. And guys, make sure you check out our other tools, links, and resources and discounts, deals and steals right here as well. Don't miss out. And then don't forget, first edition Starlight Rare Ultimate Slayer coming to a theater near you. We're already at 7.31K. If we refresh on our way to 7.5K, guys, that's just around the corner. You don't want to miss out. So just make sure you subscribe on the way in. You know, don't miss out. You want to make sure you subscribe and like the video on the way in, as it truly does help out, and I appreciate it, guys. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. We have Paladins of Bonds and Unity. A couple of days ago, I said this is one of the most beautiful Yu-Gi-Oh cards I've ever seen. I don't know why. I love the contrast, how it's a synchro monster, but then the background, and then it's just beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. And the card was 200s, went down to 89s, and here we're still in the low 80s. And we said, guys, we expect this card to be 75s in the short term, but really 50 bones. That's where I want to see this card, at $50 before your boy pulls the trigger on this one. That's the plan. That's the plan. But 75s in the short term, and then eventually 50 bones. But again, sure, could you have, just like most of the cards, rebound? Oh, I want this card. It looks beautiful. You know, I'm going to come in and it goes to 100 and then 125. Anything is possible. But right now, what we can see with the charts is that it's in falling knife mode. We would need more information before we pull the trigger. But again, cards like these always have potential to go up in price because they're super scarce and, you know, might have meta relevance too. You know, pretty soon with that deck of 2,500 original attack and defense monsters. What is it, Renegades or something? Man, but keep this one in mind, guys. We have Saint Azamine. I love secret rares like these. Because secret rares like these, you know what it reminds me of? And again, it doesn't mean that it has to. Or is it? It doesn't mean that it has to do this. But look, we go to Lacrima. Again, because Lacrima, you know, it has to do with Fiendsmith, and we understand. But again, just like this was for the Fiendsmith engine, this could be for the White Force Azamina engine, especially down the line once, you know, Alliance Insight comes out and we get more support for White Force Azamina. Remember, this card was 3 bones forever. You go to the yearly, this card was 3s in the 3s forever. No one cared about it, and it became a $20+ card, and now is retracing exactly halfway, you know, around $11 mark. And again, same deal. Not that it has to play out that way, but mentally, when I see a secret rare like this, that's what I think about. I was buying Lacrimas, I think at around like 370 same deal. This one, I'm going to come in just in case. Not to say that it has to do anything like that, like from 3, 4s to 20s. Not necessarily, but could this be, 750 and give you a 2x? Sure. Could it be a double-digit card one day? It's also possible. So again, as this one continues going down, Saint Azamina as a secret rare, your boys want to get, I'm going to want to get exposure to this one. So definitely keep the secret rare in mind. Then we have Eclipse Twins. This card was 80 cents, and then volume came in. Over 1,000 copies sold in 48-hour time frames. Excuse me, guys. And back-to-back 48-hour time frames, this card sold over 1,000 copies. That's a sign. Me, I want the super rare as well, but I'm waiting. Why? Because I know the walls of hundreds and hundreds of copies are going to come in. I'm going to probably get a Gamer's Choice wall of over like 1,000 copies or something. And then hopefully we can get this card accumulated at shekels. This one, I want at least an R09 at first just to get exposure. And if I see these at YCS Orlando, I'll get it just to get at least a place, just to get exposure. But if I want 12, 15, 20 of these, 25 of these, for the long term, then I'll wait until we're back down into the shekel range. But again, if you need the card, just get it at $1. If you need it, like to play, Jay, it goes in my extra deck right now. I'm going to this event. You get it now at $1. But as an investment, I'd wait for the shekels prices to come in before pulling that trigger on this beautiful card, man. Really, really, really good one. Really nice one. Then we have Liberator Ito right here, secret rare. Telling you, when we last were discussing this card, it was like 250, between 2 and 3s. Now it's free. Now it's at shekels right here. Of course, there's just a couple down here, and then it quickly goes back up into a Billy Fitty. So we understand. But as the wall continue to come in, and then again, you have the initial hype at the beginning, but after that, I expect this one to go back down into the shekel territory, officially, not just 1s and 2s, but having walls down here. And hopefully it does, because I want to get exposure to this one. When cards like these, secret rares from a core set come out, penny stonks, people don't care, they're not paying attention. Usually these, something changes in the meta, these break out, in price, and these are good penny stonks to get exposure again with, look, a reptile. And what is that, level 8? I like this one. I love cards like this. Then we have Clockwork Knight. Again, this card, when we were talking about it, was like 4 or 5 bones just a couple of days ago. And it's kept going down. Look, it was 484s last time we talked about it. And this came down now to 220s with walls, guys. So again, this one's down over 50%. As we can see, a lot of volatility going on with this set. Of course, the highest in demand cards, the secret rares, the meta relevant cards, they're going to either retain value or even rebound, like we've been talking about in today's market watch. But ultra rares like these, they should end up being free, man. I'm not surprised if it still goes down another 50% from here and becomes $1.10 and even below into the shekel territory. For an ultra rare, that is not doing much. Again, not doing much right now. Of course, if the meta shifts and machine become meta down the line, then this card might be great just to get exposure to it. But for now, it continues going down in price, falling knife mode. Even with the demand coming in, people are just continuing to buy the lower prices as it continues is falling knife mode. Then we have Tenyi Spirit Mula Adhara. This Supreme Darkness ultra rare synchro monster was 20 bones, came down to $1, and we're at shekels. We're at shekels with Walls of China. The card is free, even though demand is coming in. Those Sword Soul players, they're hey, shekels, man. So again, I expect the card to remain down there, unless again YCS Orlando, oh my God, Sword Soul Tenyi taking over or top, and then you'll see hype, excuse me, around these cards. But again, in the meantime, unless something like that happens, we expect this to continue in the shekel territory. But as an ultra rare, it's a nice one, they get exposure to at shekels, because you never know with a card like this. It's just a card that always has potential. Look, it's generic. This is what, level 8? Generic. Synchro summon 2 or more war monsters. Okay, yeah, but it works with war monsters. So this card, yeah. So I mean, hey, Blue Eyes maybe. Oh man, 3KB stick. You just never know. We have Queen Azamina again. Love ultra rares like these. Coming to $1 and some change, and here we are at $1.16 really with the walls. So again, if you start seeing this ultra rare go down into the shekel territory, another one that you want to get exposure to. Because again, the key with these cards is that, look, Azamina, White Forest, more support and Alliance Insight. So it's not all about the now. Oh, right now the card is trash. Right now, it's easy to get. It's readily available, and we only need one or this or that and the third. That's now. But things change. New support comes out. Meta changes. Maybe a ban list, and all of a sudden this is the best deck. Just as an example. And people need like more of these. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So again, penny stocks. I love penny stocks from core sets like these, ultra rares. Again, definitely one to keep in mind getting exposure to. Crystal Clear Wing over Synchro Dragon. This card is free. Told you guys at 2 and some change when we were last talking about it. This card will be free, and now we have Shekels here with walls. 89 listings, guys. It quickly does go back up to $1.50, but again, this will be $1 and probably Shekels with more walls. Because the card might be broken, or this one you go into the other one. Where is it? The one down here. Where is it? They didn't put it down here, but yeah. I mean, so I was like, yeah, right. Yeah. There's an ultra rare, but Then we have Evo Assault right here, the super rare. This one continues falling knife mode, but it's holding strong. Again, as a super rare, harder to get than people think. Yes, you have massive walls of China, but Yu-Gi-Oh players, Evo Hero players are like, bro, we don't play. We do not play. We need the card. We want the card. Evo Assault, give me 3. And they're coming in, and artwork is pretty nice. But again, the super rare continues to hold strong as volume comes in. Look at that. Over 1,000 copies sold. Wow. Hype is real. Hype is here. A lot of demand. People looking for these cards. So it'll be interesting to see how these continue to pan out. But usually, after they either hold strong or rebound a little bit, they fall down in price after all the people that want it have it. And then that demand dwindles down. And then lastly, we have the common. Same deal. This common, I wanted to show you guys. It's crazy. Again, it's just a common. We talked about it a couple of days ago. We said, guys, this is just a common. There's, readily available amount of copies in the market. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of copies. We understand. But with the new zombie support coming out soon, I read the effect, and the effect is broken, and this is a tuner. A tuner. Keep that in mind. Look, card was what? 2 bones for the poor 6 Billy Bobs, $1 for the poor 46 Billy Bobs, and then the card is free now. It's free. That is crazy to me, guys. Look, there was people buying this common at 2 bones. 6 people. And there was 13 people at $1.17 and 22 people at 96 cents. You average that out to $1. That's crazy. So if you come here, that is what? 46 plus 6. That is 52 Yu-Gi-Oh players coming in and getting this common. And, most of them at around $1, per card. $1. For a card that is still free. Look at that. You have massive walls here at pennies. That is wild, man. That is wild. People down 40x. They're like, Jay, I don't care. I paid $1. It's just $1. Yeah, you could have had like 100 of these. You know what I mean? It's just the same, guys. So, yeah, 101 listings, as you can see here. But look, this is the key. Look at that. Hundreds of copies being sold. Look at that, guys. Hundreds of copies being sold. And this is for the last 2 days. Those 2 days right there, the 24th and the 25th. 500, 600 copies sold. And again, in 48-hour time frames, you can see 600 and 700 copies respectively. A lot of people buying this common. I'm telling you, man. Don't take this one for granted. Yeah, massive wall of China. It is a common at the end of the day. But we've seen crazy things where commons come out as shekels, at literal pennies, and then they become quarters. That's a 5x. From a nickel to a quarter, 5x, just initially. And you never know. With a common like this, there's always potential. I really do like this one. This one would have been really nice. A holographic, it would have. But let's see what happens with this one down the line. Guys, don't forget. Make sure you subscribe on the way out. Make sure you like the video on the way out. It does really help out. The channel is crazy. We continue to pump out video after video after video, over 2K. And it's all thanks to you guys. I'm glad you guys continue to find value in what we do here on the channel. And all of you guys are straight MVPs. I'm excited. I'm excited for YCS Orlando this weekend. Stay tuned. We will be live streaming on Thursday, just like last week, especially because of YCS Orlando. I would have live streamed on this Thursday anyways. So, even if live streams were on Friday like they used to. So again, stay tuned for Thursday. We're going to have a blast. We're going to continue to discuss Supreme Darkness, and the latest and greatest Yu-Gi-Oh! High in demand cards. So you don't want to miss out that live stream on Thursday, man. Pre-YCS Orlando. live stream, I'm excited, man. So yeah, each and every single one of you guys are all straight MVPs. Thanks for being here. Make sure you share this video in one place. Really does go a long way. Maybe in a group chat with a friend. I gladly appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.